Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We start with this transfer news claiming that Barcelona will try to sign this Arsenal Liverpool target by name Alex Baena next summer, as President Laporta believes he has the Barca DNA. We are going to discuss on that as we progress. Then on this other transfer news, claiming that this 19-year-old Barca winger target has received four important proposals, making Barca at risk. So guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are so much welcome. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Earlier today, we reported that Barcelona manager Xavi Hernandez is an admirer of Villarreal playmaker Alex Baena, who himself is a Barcelona supporter. It was also suggested that the Catalans are interested in the Spaniard, who could cost around 20 to 30 million euros. Of course, building on that, Manu Sainz of AS is now reporting that Barcelona president Juan Laporta is also a great fan of Alex Baena and his talents. The 22-year-old versatile midfielder was one of the players on Barca's agenda during the previous summer transfer window as they sought reinforcements for this season. Former director Matteo Alemany and President Laporta saw Baena as a player with Barca DNA and tried to find a formula to bring him in. However, the club's financial constraints and the fact that Villarreal did not consider the formula of a loan with an option to buy ruined the attempts. The report states that Alemany's departure from Barcelona has not changed the club's intentions regarding Baena. His good start to the season, with a goal and two assists, keeps him as a target for the next season. Of course, in fact, Laporta is keeping a close eye on the progress of the player he has his eye on, although the report states that Xavi could favor Joshua Kimmich over Baena. Barcelona are not the only club that have been watching on Baena. Aston Villa are another team interested in signing him this summer, but in the end, the deal did not materialize. Apart from Aston Villa, Manchester United, Liverpool, and Arsenal also have a strong interest in Alex Baena, so it cannot be ruled out that one of them during or could try to take him in the next winter transfer window. Baena extended his contract with Villarreal until 2028 last January. The deal also involved an increase in his buyout clause to cover 60 million euros, although Villarreal would be willing to negotiate a transfer for a price in the region of 40 million euros. Of course, Barcelona continued to eye midfield to strengthen that position by next summer. Alex Baena have been linked to Barca for quite some time now. This is not the first time we have been talking about this Villarreal sensation. Laporta is reportedly a great admirer of the player, as this report claims that Laporta sees him as a guy who has the Barca DNA. Alex Baena himself is a Barcelona fan, and of course, even though we can't say that's a big enough, enough point for us to say, okay, we have a chance. First and foremost, the money is the highest factor. If you are ever confident of signing a player, but when we look at the current situation, it's quite tricky. Barcelona continue to eye him despite top clubs in England showing strong interest. So it's going to be very complicated. Barcelona see him as a great player. We know that Xavi Hernandez wants a new midfielder, to be specific, a new DM by next summer. We know that since Busquets departed the club, Barcelona have not got what they really wanted. Yes, we went for a certain Oriol Romeo, But we can't say Romeo is a player that we should be counting upon. He's not a player for big teams. But of course, as I always say, half a bread is better than nothing. Romeo has tried his best, even though now Javi has been benching him after some back-to-back, how can I put it, mistakes that he has been doing. So it becomes so urgent now that Barcelona really needs to sign a top class number six who can come and take total control of the game, like how you know Busquets used to do. But it's not going to be easy to replace Busquets, who are still, I think still the best ever defensive midfielder that the football world have ever seen. And there's nobody out there that will replace him, no matter how old that we are. So of course, let's see how it goes for the search of new midfielder. There have been a lot of names still laying. Zubimendi is still Javi's top choice. Now we have Alex Baena. Joshua Kimmich is still reportedly laying, so it's going to be a very tricky affair. Let's see how it goes as Laporta continues to eye Baena. From the look of things, he really wants Baena to join as opposed to other players that Xavi is seriously putting his eyes on. Then on to the final story of discussion. Savinho's explosion at Michel's Girona, has made him a very desirable name for several top European clubs, which includes FC Barcelona. The 19-year-old's quality, which is now evident in his extraordinary start of the season, and above all, his ability to progress and improve, makes him a player with a high ceiling and great interest in Europe. Savinho is currently on loan at Girona from Troyes, both clubs owned by the City Football Group, the owners of Manchester City, who might have plans for the Brazilian winger in the future. But Barcelona have not been dissuaded by the situation and have already been made contact with the entourage to test the waters first, as reported earlier this week. Indeed, Deco has already made a move to find out what the young winger's career plan is. The Blaugrana sporting director believes that Savinho has the profile to play in Xavi's Barca team because he has the technical quality and versatility to excel. But according to Joaquin Piera of Sport, up to 4 teams from the Premier League and the Bundesliga have already knocked on the door of the skillful striker, who are very interested in his signing. As such, in the next few days, there could be important moves that will mark his professional future. Troyes are expected to receive formal offer to sign the Brazilian, who has seen his market value increase fourfold to 20 million euros. In this situation, the player's opinion will be key in determining what decisions will be taken. For the moment, though, Savinho is focused on Girona and on continuing to grow game by game. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.